Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on Twitch of Octopath Traveler. So, quick recap: we have gathered 4 of the 8 characters in this game, and today we're coming to get one of my personal favorites from my personal playthrough, Alphen. He is essentially the best healer in the game, in my opinion. I believe Ophelia also heals, and she's pretty good too. But I think overall, Alphen's the man. And I believe his chapter 1 isn't too intense or complicated. Alright, basically we gotta go beat up a huge snake to be able to get venom for an antidote for some kids. His name is Alphen, and he's an apothecary. His whole life has been spent in the pastoral village of Clearbrook, where he looks after the residents as a young apothecary. He is not alone in his efforts, though. Zeph, his best friend since boyhood, works alongside him. But when Zeph's little sister is bitten by a deadly viper, it falls to Alphen to fashion an antidote before the poison takes her. And so he ventures out to the cave of Rio. Rio? Not sure. Where he must do battle with the dread beast. He will need caring allies on the path he has chosen. Well, I think we can be some caring allies. We will absolutely take Alphen instead of Primrose, because I don't really love Primrose as a character. I like her story, but her skill set is... I mean, it's not even, like, great support, but that's fine. Old man coughing. Old man dying. That is one hell of a cough.
Be strong. Can you really save him with that medicine of yours?
You betcha. Just sit tight.
Just sit tight. Alphen's got such like a can-do attitude. I love it. I'm a big fan.
Bam! That should do her. Drink it down slowly now.
I will be talking about a couple things regarding projects and stuff that I am working on today in more of the lulls in between cutscenes, including a new novel that I just started.
Don't mention it. Just doing my job.
I am very excited about a lot of these.
Stop the coughing for now.
There will be some
I've seen better days.
TTRPG streams later this year that I'm excited about, including the Dragon Age tabletop game.
Try to give the pipe a rest, sir. Here.
Well, then, thank you ever so much.
A lot of stuff will happen on this channel at some point.
Little village.
And we are getting closer to
Much.
me becoming a Twitch affiliate, which is very, very exciting.
Nah, it's on the house. Why don't y'all hold on to that and buy something tasty for you and your grandpa?
I want something tasty right now. That sounds delicious, Alphen. I hope
I'll be
you
back
know
to check
that.
in on him, okay?
I could go for like a nice ham, maybe. A nice roast beef. A turkey. I could go for a Thanksgiving turkey right about now. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because of the food. But also It's not my favorite holiday on account of the fact that it's like, you know, a colonizer's holiday. In this age, the arts of medicine and healing are still in their infancy. With disease and illness rampant, the people rely on salves and tinctures fashioned by apothecaries. And also magic, because Alphen, like, knows magic.
Did you see me, Ma? I whipped up an antitussive elixir like you wouldn't believe.
That's one of those things that has always perplexed me in these games. In all of these games, like, people know that these characters have, like, abilities, right? Like, they have magic and everything. So, like, for the healers especially, the white mages of the groups, I know a lot of games, like, do acknowledge that that's a thing, but, like, this game, like, you have an apothecary. So maybe it's because he's level 1 and he hasn't really, like, gotten combat training yet or anything. But you have to wonder, like, does his healing spell realistically actually act like a potion? Because all the healing items are like grapes and berries and olives and stuff like that, so, you know.
Oh, come on. The poor gal has enough trouble looking after old Alec. I can't very well take what little she has.
Alphen, we need to make money. This is a business. Tressa would absolutely hate Alphen. Like, excuse me, you're doing what? You're giving it away for free? But how are you ever going to make any money like that, Alphen? It's like Alphen only charges Tressa during their journey for healing. Like, hey, Tressa, you remember that time that you said I shouldn't give it away for free? You are the only one who has to pay for it. But in, like, you know, good fun, and then he, like, saves all of it up at the end of the adventure. He, like, buys Tressa something really incredible, like her own trading ship. Imagine.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
We may be new to this, but between the two of us, this village is in good hands.
I like that idea. You know, Tressa and Alphen, Alphen pulling a gag for a very long time. Hey, buddy, I'm counting on you, he says, not realizing not realizing that Alphen is about to leave forever.
Be born with a silver pestle in hand, Master Zeph.
Your mother would be proud.
So my stream was a little late today. I was going to start at 3, but I ended up starting at 3:30 because I needed to go get my iced peach green tea lemonade from my local Starbucks.
Anyway, I should be getting back to Nina.
I got 2 while I was there, so I don't have to worry about running out of one, which I am about, like, halfway on my first. So that'll be my second and third for the day, so I hope I'm not overdoing it. Head on home, big brother. They're not really related, but it's sweet. I really like that sort of found family, best friends, like 2 dudes, best friends, and it's like, hey, you're like a brother to me because you grew up together. But I also love the trope of those same 2 dudes being in love with each other. It's very sweet. But Alphen is definitely like Cyrus in that regard, I think. Has never thought about anybody like that and just wants to help people and can't be tied down because he's too busy healing the world.
You're keeping something from me, aren't you?
What is he keeping from you, Zeph? I must know.
truth is,
Master Zeph!
The truth is what, Zeph?
Zeph, you must come quickly.
What is it?
It's your sister.
Oh no, something's happened to his sister. Unexpected turn of events.
these look like bite marks. Alphen, could you take a look as well?
So I think
Got it, buddy.
Alphen and Cyrus have the same special ability, so we're gonna have to like use that to try and find out what happened to her.
She's fallen into a deep trance. This is worse than we thought.
Oh no, a deep trance.
Indeed.
I really like what they do when you go inside a building. It mutes the outside of everything, but also the building is like 3D. You know, you don't teleport to essentially a different plane of existence in the game. You are still on like the same one.
Nina's the only family I have. If I lost her, I'd...
So if you're like building the map of a game, you have the whole outside open world on like one plane, and then every like house and everything that you go into, usually there's like a second plane where if you glitch through that space, typically in many games, you end up sort of in a different house or something somewhere. Or at least there are a few games I know that are like that. So these ones are just designed as part of the environment, and everything around it just is like muted while you're inside, at least are in the cutscenes.
What? Without knowing the nature of the poison.
I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, the wrong medicine could make things worse, and quick.
Damn it all! What foul beast did this to my Nina?
Damn it all! Where's the foul beast?
Let me ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
So this is definitely like a, not necessarily a medieval fantasy game, but it's definitely like, it's something, all right. I guess it's like weirdly in between. Like it's obviously a fantasy game, and it's not necessarily medieval, but it is sort of fashioned in that style, I guess. Obviously, this continent isn't like an established country, and I believe it's like every city for themselves. But like maybe it's a country, maybe it's not. I'm not really sure. Like there's definitely a kingdom, and that would be back where Cyrus is from, because he is teaching the princess.
Oh?
All right, so we're asking Nina's little friend what happened, and we definitely have to figure it out so that we're gonna go to a cave and beat up a snake. No, it was not a black snake.
Can't believe it.
Was it amber with blotches on its back? Yep, that's the one. Oh no, this is like a legendary viper snake thing. A blotted viper. Hello, Druid. How are you? Yeah, I would love to know more about the just sort of general lore of this game. Try and find out what is going on in this world. Is this continent the kingdom that belongs to the royal family that lives in Cyrus's city, or not. Fair warning, everybody. There will be a snake in this next part, so bear with me if you are not a fan of snakes. We will kill it. Or at least I expect to kill it. A nasty critter if there ever was one, says Alvin. Time is of the essence. Must prepare an antidote with all haste.
That's why.
I need to get my hands on the original venom.
Give me a break.
Plenty of other nasties. Reckless ain't the half of it.
Well,
The Zeph is like, I'll go. I got this. And it's like, hold on, Zeph. No, you're not. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be the hero. Alphen, are you mad? I won't let you risk your life for this. Actually, you have no choice. But don't worry about me. I've got some friends. Zeph, where are you? She's died. Hello, Jojo. I'm feeling okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I've got my tea. My peach green tea, lemonade. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Today is a good day overall, I think. I feel very excited about some new stuff that I'll be working on here in the very, very near future. But now we're gonna go fight a snake. So that's exciting, right? So I have a date with this Viper, you see, and we just met. Are you sure you want to come and help me out? Hey, buddy, you said snake? Absolutely. Let's go. I would love to study that thing, says Cyrus. Yeah, some new projects. It also is very tasty. It'll be this one that I'm drinking right now is my second, and I have another one right next to it. So it'll be my second and third of the day, and then I'll probably cut myself off there. But by the end of this stream, both of these two teas will probably be gone. Cyrus is probably always like, for all of these people that he's meeting, like, oh, you've got a situation? We got to go do what? Absolutely. Let me come with you, please. Let me just, figure some things out. Okay, so if we scrutinize someone, that also means we've inquired about them, so those are things to keep in mind for our party as well when we're wandering around town. Okay, so we still don't have anyone who can get this chest open, because we'll need Therian for that. But the purple chests always have something really good in it. There are a lot of caves sort of everywhere throughout this game, like just fun dungeons with special prizes deeper inside of them, including for some of them the ability to give your characters new jobs, so they'll get new special abilities and everything. All right, Tressa, you've got a bow. You have a sword. They're all weak to the sword, so let's just... Yeah. Let's analyze the warrior wasp super quick. Axe. Okay, so Alphen will be great for that. Okay, so Alphen's only got an axe. I should definitely change his weapons. Yeah, this game does kind of feel like a dull world come to life at times. Let's see. Yeah, so we have concoct, so we can literally throw things together from our inventory to sort of create essentially bombs like alchemists would. So that's really cool, very exciting. First aid, restore HP to one person. We've got some ice, but we'll use our axe on this warrior wasp. I believe Alphen's ice is single target ice, if I'm not mistaken. But Cyrus's is like, hey, let's hit everybody with this. Level slash again. Boy, howdy, Ulbrich sure is strong. I don't love how they sort of have Alphen's whole thing set up. It kind of feels like maybe he should have his apothecary skills second rather than third after concoct. But concoct is basically like free healing when you're like out of grapes and stuff. You can also create things that deal a ton of damage. Okay, there is nothing over there like I expected. Let's carry on then. This area, very peaceful, very soothing. Step right up, one and all. Okay, so obviously Icewind is the plan. One of these things will get to attack us. But yeah, this is actually a great time for me to sort of go into some of the cool, new, and exciting projects that I have coming up. So I am absolutely thrilled to talk about, for starters, project number one, and most likely the project that will take the most time from me. I had this idea last night for a new novel. So okay, we can actually get a new skill for Alphen while we're at it. So let me just go ahead and do that. Immediately get a new skill for him. And his first support skill is like tremendous. So Vivify, revive a single incapacitated ally. Amputation, unleash an axe attack on a single foe. Amputation and Vivify are definitely going to be the first two things that we grab. We should probably be able to get to 100 before we get to the dungeon. But I'll go ahead and grab Vivify, because that is super helpful. Not needing to waste our items and everything. Ulbrich's getting close to another thing too. But I was laying in bed early this morning, late last night, and I had an idea for a new book, and I won't go into too much detail because it is still a ways away. But it is a superhero story. There are two main characters, including a hero and a villain. And the main character is actually trans in the story. And a lot of it is going to have to do with a lot of my feelings towards my transition and everything, because this will be a character in transition and all that. So that is something I'm actually very excited about, and I'm looking forward to it. I have to change Alphen's weapon. I keep forgetting to do that.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, ice. Here's some fruit.
But yeah,
Study harder.
another level for Alphen. Gosh, he is leveling up so fast. And he's got like no HP. There we go. Oh, this is the cave already. I really like the way this cave is set up. It's like, hey, look at the water coming in, and then you see where that continues. So it really, really holds up in terms of quality, animation-wise. This is probably, like, caves like this, incredible. I absolutely love the style of all of this. Lots of water. I mean, even look at the fire burning. Art-wise in this game, it's incredible. If you couldn't tell, I am a big fan. But yeah, so new novel in the works, on the way. Very exciting. I believe I am gonna have quite a good time writing it. I'm very much looking forward to it and all that. Let's level slash. Okay.
What's the big idea?
Oh boy, Alphen. Poisoned. Oh, okay, that was lucky. I meant to hit the bat, but definitely missed. Might want to do something about that poison.
The battle is truly joined.
Yeah, I had laser hair removal on my chest and on my face. And it was one hell of a process, let me tell ya. Very expensive. Mildly painful, I suppose. And a very lengthy process as well. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but overall, though, I feel like it was worth it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to writing this superhero story. I love superheroes. And it'll be in a novel format, although I'm sure a lot of people are like, hey, maybe you should probably do this as like a comic book. I'm not gonna do that because I can't draw, but it is... Oh, did I not? No, I did. I bought this new axe. I have to go to equipment, that's right. Yep, let's go ahead, give you that cleaver. You can't take that shield. You can't take any of these hats. Or this armor. Or these accessories. So that's fine. Got you a new axe though, buddy. Yes, the ladies at my office where I went for my laser hair removal were very nice. They were big fans of me, knew my name, so that was cool. But yeah, a couple other projects, obviously a lot of tabletop stuff. I cannot stress enough how excited I am for all of the tabletop projects I'm working on right now. They're gonna be so good. A couple of streams, a lot of those in production sort of as we speak. Something I'm excited about. Later this year, ideally in the fall or perhaps by winter, I will have a tabletop RPG stream for the Dragon Age tabletop game. Don't have a name yet. That RPG is very beefy, so I have a lot to learn still while I sort of go through and prep that out. I picked up another tabletop game recently as well, the Worldwide Wrestling RPG. I picked that up during WrestleMania weekend. I am so excited. You have no idea. That should come roughly around the same time, maybe even sooner. It's a lot easier for me to pick up, so that would be why there. But I'm really excited. I am super excited for those two streams in particular. Those will both most likely be right here on my channel. I might make a new Viturium channel just for streams. And then hopefully very beginning of next year, maybe come springtime next year, I'll be in a position where I can launch the first of 3 Viturium tabletop streams. The Viturium, the Sun Plague, which is a good bit of lore for one of the countries. So, one of the countries in the Viturium world, and I'll give you all a little bit of a lore dump here, is called Valeria. It's essentially a desert country. And for a 15-year period at the very founding of the empire, there was a 15-year period where the sun was essentially taken away from the country because of a war between 2 of the gods. And that campaign will explore a lot of that, and it'll be a really nice lore-heavy, divine-heavy setting. And it is something I am very, very excited about. Another one will be Viturium. The Forbidden Library, which is a very explorative story. There is an archipelago out there, and that archipelago, or maybe it's not an archipelago. There's a southern continent that has this like super cool, very impressive library, similar to, I guess, the library archives where Cyrus is from, for those of you who have sort of kept up with this. It's actually really interesting because now that I think about it, it's this place you have to get permission to enter and all this stuff. So there is a lot that is going to sort of happen there. Again, a lot that I'm very excited about. And there was another one, I believe it was The Gates of Thunderfall, which is one that I was going to do a little while back for, at the time, Encounter Roleplay, now known as Weave the Tale. Shout out to them. They're doing some really awesome stuff over there, so you should definitely check out their Twitch, Weave the Tale. But yeah, I was going to run this Gates of Thunderfall campaign back then. It got canceled. a whole bunch of stuff happened. I ended up not going forward with the stream before I eventually was going to sort of go ahead and get started and do that on my own after Encounter Roleplay told me, hey, we're not going to be able to go forward with this show, as well as many others for that season. So I didn't take it personally. Okay, let's pick up Alphen's next skill. It'll be Amputation. Last Stand is really good because it attacks all foes, but it deals damage inversely proportional to our current HP. So we'd have to be at low HP for that to matter, and I don't like being at low HP. So Amputation, it's still like a single foe attack, but I think it's a really good one, and it gets us our next support skill. We're about to get Olberit's second support skill as well, and I don't know if I want to do Stout Wall or 1,000 Spears, because it's going to be a while before we get to 1,000 JP. 1,000 Spears would be pretty good, but it's expensive and it doesn't really do that much damage, and it misses a lot sometimes. So we'll go with Stout Wall. Really make Olberic even stronger. And now let's go ahead and equip that second support skill. Summon Strength increases the physical attack strength of the equipping character by 50. That is pretty good. It makes him hit very hard with that sword. Alphen's first thing, Inspiration, with each successful standard attack, gain SP equal to 1% of the damage you deal. That's pretty good too, because, I mean, if we just attack something with our axe, we're getting those points back to be able to cast spells. So his next support skill, which we will have at 500, so hopefully we get there kind of soon, is incredible. It gives him like 1,000 extra hit points, which is bananas. But yeah, so the Thunderfall campaign, that is essentially, Thunderfall is essentially the Viturium world's Atlantis. So very, very excited to finally get to run that one. That is probably last out of the 3, though. Well, I guess technically out of the 5 streams. Just because I want to run that one for sure with my own system. My own system is a ways away. Olberic, we don't need to use that for this fight, but we will use it for the boss fight. I do a lot of preparation based on the upcoming boss fight, like, or really for all boss fights, because we can beat these mobs pretty much no problem, I think. Yeah, we'll just defend with Cyrus. But yeah, good for Alphen, leveling up again. Already at 87 JP. So, I mean, there's a possibility we might even get that that next thing right here before we fight the boss if we get a good random encounter over by that chest. Let's sell a couple of things here really quick. Yeah, those are some of the things coming soon. How are we doing on items? We're still pretty good. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and stick with what we've got. We'll grab this chest. We'll save. It looks like we're going straight into the boss fight. Hopefully no healing is required for everybody. And Alphen will probably get his...
Well now.
Oh, we need him to get to 500, that's right. Looky here, a patch of water blooms. Sure would be terrible if someone snuck out of the water blooms to get me. There are more things that I'm working on, like the Viturium tabletop RPG. The stream schedule, I am live roughly at 3 p.m. every day, Druid. For now, I don't really have a schedule written down. This week, though, today through Friday, I will be live every day at 3 p.m. Eastern, so roughly this same time. As for how long I'll go, not sure. I assume you are asking about, like, this right now. But if you're not, if you're asking about all the tabletop games and stuff, those will run at the most seasonally for multiple seasons, or perhaps even just a single season sort of small campaign, just to sort of dive into some of that lore. I don't expect those campaigns will be a whole lot. The wrestling one we will do as sort of a trial run, I suppose, to see how it goes. A 12 episode season 1, and we'll go from there. I'm hoping that one is something that people really enjoy, and I can do multiple seasons as if it's like a regular old wrestling thing. That one, there is also a very there is a chance that the wrestling one will have a tie-in to Viturium as well, content-wise. And if you ain't just the fellow I was looking for, sorry to drop in unannounced. Give me a little bit of snake bite, maybe? No? So we're gonna have to... Oh no, don't get up, I'll help myself. Alphen, so snarky. I love it. He's just sassing this snake.
Well now.
Well, shucks, if you insist. But let me give you a hand. And he's just
Roll up the sleeve.
gonna obliterate this thing. Okay, let's go ahead and analyze immediately. Let's get all the info about this blotted viper that we can. Tressa, let's go ahead and attack it with a spear. Nope.
The battle is truly joined.
Okay, so first we'll do Stout Wall for Ulberic. But yeah, those tabletop games, there should be some good info in the future. But yeah, foreshadowing. We'll see what happens. I am not really sure what could happen. I should have taken the thing that restores status effects, because we all just got poisoned. And that is gonna suck. Obviously, this thing will be weak to axe damage. We missed. Oh, Alphen, we missed. What are you doing? Oh, Cyrus can hurt this thing. But yeah, this game will be what I'm playing every day for now. Probably for a while now. I'm excited about it. Okay, we gotta... Okay, it is weak to the axe. Let's go ahead and throw a healing grape on Alphen. Hopefully this poison doesn't last that much longer. Oh my goodness, it hits us like a truck.
cut you down.
Okay, this thing's not weak to sword damage. So it's probably weak to a dagger. We'll go ahead and hit level slash, because that should hurt these, like, 2 lackey snakes. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay, so they're also weak to ice, so that's good. We can just have Cyrus spam the ice. Okay, Tressa, we are all struggling right now. Oh no. Okay, let's just go ahead and heal Cyrus, because he's only got 1 more turn with the poison. God. Oh no. Let's actually concoct, see if we can't. Okay, medicinal component that restores health. Oh, we can use that on 1 person. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so the small amount of health was 1,000.
Oh no.
That's incredible. Oh, Tressa, what do you got that can hurt these things? Let's see if your spear works. Tressa is useless in this battle. I should have kept Primrose, it looks like. But we will full burst limit ice, takes out 2 of our enemies, saves us a headache, but Olberic isn't good for this fight either. Except, I guess, technically as, like, defense. Okay, so he needs this healing item for sure.
Shucks.
Alphen needs one, too.
Here goes nothing.
Here I go.
Maybe it'll be weak to the bow and arrow, huh? It is not. Okay, that is a struggle. Okay, I was worried it was about to, like, power up pretty hardcore there. It didn't, though. Alright, Olberic. Hit him with your best shot? No. Let's stout wall again, now that you're healed.
Shucks.
Shucks, he says.
What's the big idea?
Oh, boy, and now Alphen's stunned. Loses a turn. Or is going to lose 3 turns. Oh, no. But he's not poisoned anymore. That's what's important. You know, even though this thing isn't weak to Tressa or Olberic, Olberic still does a lot of damage. Oh no! Poisoned all of us again! Okay, well, we gotta get Alphen back up. Oh, lost all of his BP too. Full BP. Loses it. Might as well use our best thing. Oh, that's nothing. That is no damage at all. Okay. Do we have something to... I should have picked up something for poison. Golly. Let's get Cyrus a grape so that he doesn't have to waste his next turn healing. And Alphen...
Oh, ice. Yes.
Okay, we'll hit this thing with an axe so that Tressa and Ulbrich can heal.
Oh no! Let me help.
Oh no, I just killed Tressa, didn't I? Oh no, she survived. Okay, good.
Use this.
That's right, heal each other. Okay, so Cyrus, one more turn. Oh man, we haven't made a dent in this thing's health yet.
Here we go.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Almost 2,000 damage. Incredible. Let's go ahead and get Cyrus more SP this round. Okay, he's not poisoned anymore. Good.
Oh no!
2 more turns for Tressa. Heal Ulbrich. Yeah, so those are some of the exciting things that I have on the way. So I am very excited. I hope you're all excited as well. Because I know I am.
Use this.
Okay, this turn, we'll go ahead and use Abide.
Here we go.
Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to take... Okay, I will be able to take this thing out. Oh, I was really hoping to maybe save that. Okay, so Tressa's out for like another turn. That is a bummer. Okay, so we'll use Abide right now. Increase our attack. Right? Yeah. Oh. Okay, and then Alphen. Use this plum on Ulbrich so we can use Cross Strike again. That should do it. That should finish this thing off. Maybe this ice will? Okay. Alright, all that strategy didn't matter. He was less than 200 health away from being killed anyway. Beautiful. Yeah, so I hope you guys are all excited about what we've got coming up next. Seeing as Alphen's story here only took us about an hour to complete, because, again, that is it. What's that? Take all the venom I need? Well, don't mind if I do. I appreciate it. Hold tight, Nina. I'm on my way. And he sure is. We'll probably play a little bit more today. At least travel to the next town for Therion. Maybe start his story. I don't know. His story actually doesn't take that long either. We might be able to do Therion's story too. I love Therion. Big fan. Very big fan. Good news is Nina's okay. We got the venom. We got her the antidote made. And we did it. And now we are going to become the world's greatest apothecary with Alphen. But yeah, we'll go ahead and head on to Boulder Fall and potentially do chapter 1 of Therion's story.
Alphen,
I am not sure how much streaming I'll be doing on the weekends. On the weekends, I may stream games that aren't this, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. But I doubt I would play something like consistent. But yeah. Well, you have a good day, Druid. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are.
Well now.
I do like the idea of just sort of only doing a single chapter a day, at least for now. Once we have all the party members, though, then it'll be something else. So now,
Now then.
man, I'm beat. Think I'll head home and catch a few winks. It's gonna make us walk back to his house. Just a cute little home right on the river, huh? Yeah, we'll take a short rest. And here we are, ready to leave in the middle of the night. Later that night, I wonder how Zeph is doing. I shouldn't worry, he'll be fine, like always. And there we go.
You know,
To be more like you-know-who. Who is you-know-who, I wonder? I love this little bridge right over this little river that sort of splits the town in half. I got grouchy Gerdas who I ain't never seen smiling. Meryl's got her act together, but she still needs a shoulder to cry on now and then. Alvin's like, I gotta leave, but also maybe I shouldn't. I've got too much responsibility here. Alright, so we studied under Zeph's father. That's our backstory. I just spent 40-something hours a couple days ago playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. So if you like sort of top-down RPGs, that is an enjoyable one. It is on Steam. I think it is very fun. There's a lot going on. I've got almost 80 hours in it, and I'm only at like level 11 with all my party members, which is weird. And it does do sort of one-to-one leveling. So you've got the 6 members of your party with you, and there's like 12 total companions. So you got 6 others, and those 6 others gain experience when they're not out there with you, which is really cool. This game, however, does not do that. Only the people in your party gain the experience, which is a huge pain. And
now then.
like, I understand it's all about strategy. But golly, I don't know sometimes.
Ow!
Elf.
The flame take me. It worked.
It worked.
Nina's feeling better by the hour.
So it seems like there are multiple gods in this world, but the biggest religion, I suppose, is that of the sacred flame.
Thank you, Alphen.
From what I've seen, like flame, may the flame guide you is something that they say a
How
lot.
can I ever repay you?
But yeah, we will go ahead and end it here at the end of Alphen's story. Have a short day on stream today. Tomorrow I'll probably do a couple hours.
I helped out someone in a bind. Simple as that.
Might even play something else tomorrow. Not really. We'll play this. We'll definitely play this.
Those words.
We'll help someone out in a bind. Alphen, you obviously
I remember.
have to leave.
We were still small and the Great Pestilence came.
The Great Pestilence, a huge plague, I assume.
Father could cure every disease known to man, but for the first time...
Every disease known to man except for the Great Pestilence.
Then one day, a traveler came to town bearing an elixir the likes of which I've never seen.
Oh my. Backstory.
This'll do it.
This'll do it.
Thanks, mister.
Dude heals Alphen from the Great Pestilence.
We ain't got no money, you know.
Hey, dude, we have no money. I'm very sorry. We can't pay you.
Listen well.
I assume
Someone in a bind, and I helped him out.
I assume where Alphen's quest is going to be to sort of go find this man, perhaps, or to find a cure for every disease. I'm not sure. Shucks. Alphen is just, you know,
Do that too, son.
a good old small town boy. An absolute sweetheart. Well mannered.
Ever since that day, you've worked
Says
together to
shucks.
become just like your hero.
Unironically.
To help people out, just like he did.
It's time for you to go, Alphen.
Is that how it went?
Alphen, we've been together forever now.
You sure have.
Hell. You want to leave this place, don't you? You want to travel the world and help as many people as you can.
Oh, there we go. The friend's like, hey, you want to go, don't you? That's okay, buddy. You can. Ah, you knew the whole time.
I'm not daft, you know.
But still, this is my home. I know you're a skilled apothecary, Seth. At least as good as, no, probably even a little better than me.
Probably
I
better
can't
than
leave
me.
You to look after the whole village on your own.
The whole village, there's like 3 houses, Alphen. Relax.
Cut your ego down to size.
There's like 6 people who live here. Come on.
Who will listen to Gertis's grumblings and Meryl's tales of unrequited love?
Meryl's Tales of Unrequited Love. There's like 2 dudes, and it's Alphen and Zeph.
I will. I'll do it all. Don't you worry about anything.
Don't you worry,
I'll see
pal
that
of
the
mine.
villagers are happy and healthy. I swear it on my life. So go out and see the realm mouth. Do it with your heart at ease and your head held high.
Shucks. And now we gotta say goodbye to our dead mom
Guess what, Ma? I'm going on a journey.
as we talk to the tombstone.
Time to see just how far my talents will go. I'm gonna save folks the world over, just like the man who saved me.
I'm gonna save everybody.
Keep an eye on me, would ya?
Yeehaw.
Alf! Thank the gods you're still here.
Oh, thank God you're still here. I need your help. I need to cure everybody, and I can't do it.
I didn't ask for a going away party.
Just a little present for the road. It's nothing special, but I want you to take my satchel.
His satchel.
No matter how far you travel, I'll be right there with you.
He loves him.
Wow. You weren't kidding when you said it's nothing special.
And Alphen's like, oh man, this thing is a hunk of junk.
It was the only thing that came to me.
because I love you.
Here, why don't you hold on to mine too?
They trade satchels. How sweet is that?
Now there's a plan.
That's so adorable. Hey, take my satchel. Hey, take mine. That's Alphen. Alphen to his quote-unquote brother, because Square Enix was afraid to make them gay.
See you around.
Those kinds of hot takes are gonna get me like roasted on the internet. And so Alphen set forth on his journey to travel far and wide and ease the pain of the sick and suffering, just as one man once did for him. Little did he know what awaited him in his travels. I wonder what is awaiting him in his travels. And there we go. We did it. And now we have side quests available right here in town. Saving. Done. All right, folks. Like I said, that's going to do it for us today. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, sticking it out. I will be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I do hope you will join me again. We will be playing more Octopath. I will be diving into Thurian's story and then some. So tomorrow we should probably have a bit more to do, a little bit longer stream. I know this one was a lot shorter than usual, and I'm very sorry. But that's part of the journey, right? But yeah, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, as always. Check me out on Twitter. Call me Caulfield, just like what it says right here. And up here on this top bar. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I really, really, really cannot stress how much I appreciate you. So thank you. And good